My name is Berta. I am going to be your instructor today. I'm going to lead you through a power Pilates class. We're going to focus on that lower back, core, and those glutes, okay? So get your mat, water bottle, and we'll get started. Come on down to the mat when you're ready. Good morning. All right. So come on down nice and easy. Lay it on down onto that mat. We'll start off nice and easy at first. So just make sure that that neck is nice and long. Let's go ahead and bring those knees into that chest and hug it out here. Nice and easy, especially if you just woke up, if this is a morning Pilates class for you, yes. Squeeze it in. Maybe let's draw some circles with those knees on the ceiling. Nice and easy. And then make sure you go the other direction. We'll start off nice and easy and gradually increase that, we'll increase as we go. Good, give yourself a nice big hug. Option to bring the forehead up towards the knees, completing your ball if you will. Just kind of letting the spine roll out, noticing the neck start to open. Good, and then gently release that head down. All right, Pilates Express underway. Give yourself a nice big hug. All right, and then go ahead and plant those feet down on that mat, about 2 fist distance apart between those knees and those feet. Arms down at your sides, nice and long. All right, coming into our bridges this morning, we're gonna do 2 nice and slow, really articulating that spine as we go. Inhale, and then exhale out the mouth, peel that pelvis up off the mat, press those hips up to the sky, squeezing those glutes. Now gently squeeze those inner thighs too. Don't let those knees fall out to the sides. Pressing those hips up. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice and gently lower down onto the mat and gently untuck the pelvis. So taking it nice and slow here. One more time. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, peel it up, 1 vertebrae at a time, pressing those hips up to the sky, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Option to clasp and those hands underneath you by rolling those shoulders underneath you. That's an option in your bridge. Breathe and squeeze, breathe and squeeze. 1 more deep breath, and then nice and gently, if you clasp those hands, gently release. And start to lay that spine down 1 vertebrae at a time. Beautiful job. Now we're going to come into our power bridges here. So we're going to inhale to prepare. We're going to exhale up and down 10 times total. Okay, here we go. Inhale, exhale up. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Now I want you to squeeze the glutes, squeeze, release, little pulses, squeeze, release for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Like you're trying to hit those hips to the ceiling. 3, 2, and hold, hold, hold. Inhale. And then exhale, nice and slowly lower it down. Beautiful job. Bring those knees into that chest. Those glutes should be saying good morning to you. Rock it out side to side, nice and easy. All right, holding on to those thighs. Let's create circles with those knees again, but this time out, around, and in. So open up those legs, and then bring those knees out, around, and in. Good. About 3 or 4 times, and then you'll switch directions. Nice and easy. Good, and then give yourself that nice big hug. You can hold on to the thighs or the shins. Bring that head up, completing that ball, if you will. Beautiful job. Rest the head down, lengthen that spine. Beautiful. Rock side to side, nice and easy. All right, coming into some core work here. Let's give those glutes a little bit of a break and warm up that core. We're going to come into our single leg stretches. So from here, let's go ahead and come up into what's your Pilates C curve. So the head is up, chin towards the chest, eye gaze towards the belly, okay? We're going to let's keep that right knee in, left leg out nice and long. Now, Pilates, you gotta pay attention to that breath here. And you're gonna exhale out the mouth with power, okay? So belly button in, inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good job, 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Beautiful job. Bring it in, hug it out, rest the head. Maybe rock side to side if that feels good. All right, we're gonna do that single leg stretch one more time, but this time we'll come up into that C curve. We're gonna keep the left knee in this time. Right leg out nice and long. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Bring those knees in, rest that head, hug it out. Feel free to rock side to side. Good job. All right, coming into our double leg stretch here. So you're gonna keep those knees in right where they are. Bring that head up into your C curve. Inhale, we're gonna extend the arms, extend the legs, keep that belly in. Exhale, bring it back into your ball. Inhale, extend, exhale, bring it back. Swoop those arms around, bringing them in. Good. Making sure not to extend the head back. We don't want to strain the neck here. And make sure to keep that belly button in. You got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Bring it in, rest the head. Woo, now that core's nice and warmed up this morning. Good job. Hug it in, rock side to side, nice and easy. Now let's take those hands behind the knees creases, separate those knees a little bit. Now we're gonna rock forward and back on the spine here, but if that doesn't sound good to you, you don't have to do it, okay? You can just come up and meet us in a simple seated position. Now for those of you who want to, we're gonna inhale and then exhale, roll it up. The goal is to try to come up with control and balance on that tailbone. So try not to touch the toes to the ground, okay? Inhale back, exhale up. Maybe 3 or 4 times. Inhale, exhale. Trying to use that core to control the roll. So not too much momentum here if you can. At least 1 more time. Good job. Balance on that tailbone, nice and easy. All right, I'm going to turn forward towards the camera here. Now, from here, go ahead and set those feet down. Coming into a little bit of a butterfly stretch here. So from here, hands are on the ankles or the feet. Inhale nice and tall, and then exhale, hinge forward. Just a little active recovery, a little stretch here as we start to move forward with our Pilates. Inhale, exhale, hinge forward. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale. And remember that powerful Pilates breath as you go through your practice, okay? All right, so I'm gonna show you from here. You're gonna take those hands underneath the ankles, okay? So you can be at the ankles or just above the ankles. So it kind of feels awkward at first, but you'll get used to it, okay? All right, so take those hands. So feet are together just like your butterfly stretch. You're gonna take those hands underneath, nice and tall. Now, I want you to lift those feet up off the ground and balance on the tailbone. Now, you might be a little shaky here, and that's okay. All right, nice and gently, we're gonna go into those spinal rolls again. This is called the seal in Pilates. So take your time here. Same thing, we're gonna inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. Good, trying to come up all the way tall, stacking those vertebrae. About 2 or 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now challenge, if you should accept it, is to clap those feet together 3 times like a seal. Yes? Inhale back, exhale up. Right? Have some fun with it this morning. Have some fun. Couple more times if you'd like. Good. If it's too much on the spine, that's okay. You can bring those legs out in front, coming into a seated position. All right. Hope you had some fun with that one. It's always good to laugh at yourself, right? All right, keeping things real here. All right, legs out in front, toes towards you. Now, if you're pushing those heels forward, pushing those heels away, you'll notice that the legs will kind of walk out. So you're gently pushing the heels, but there's still that micro bend in those knees, okay? Seated nice and tall, like you're seated up against the back of a wall. Let's bring those arms up. Now remember, those shoulders stay down and back, nice and tall spine. Inhale, coming into a spinal stretch. Inhale, exhale, chin to the chest, belly button in. You're gonna roll that spine forward, reaching past those toes. Pause at the bottom, inhale again, And then exhale, roll it on up, stacking those vertebrae, shoulders down and back, head is last to rise. Again, like you're seated up against the back of a wall. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, chin to the chest, articulating that spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, reaching past those toes. Inhale, and then exhale, roll it on up. Inhale, last time, exhale, spinal stretch. Inhale, and then exhale, roll it on up. Beautiful job. You might have noticed that you get a little bit further, closer to those toes or past those toes as you go. That's good. We're creating space in between those vertebrae. It's good. All right, now we're gonna come into our Pilates roll up. So same position here, like you're seated up against the back of a wall. Inhale, and then exhale, you're gonna lay it down 1 vertebrae at a time, as slow and controlled as you can. All the way down. Inhale those arms up overhead. And then exhale out the mouth, chin to the chest, belly in, roll it up. Stacking those vertebrae, coming back up like you're seated up against the back of that wall. All right, so now if that was a bit too difficult for today, maybe you bend those legs and use those legs for some assistance. I'll show you. All right, so knees bent here if you choose. Inhale, and then exhale, roll it back. Nice and evenly, as controlled as you possibly can. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, roll it up. Using those thighs to pull you up if you need to, okay? We're gonna do that 1 more time. I'm gonna put my legs back out here. All right, inhale. Exhale, lay it down with control. Good, inhale. Exhale, roll it up. Beautiful job. All right. Feel free to sip your water here. Coming into a tabletop position. So if you're not to the back of your mat, you can kind of scoot the booty back, crisscross applesauce, and roll forward however you can safely into a tabletop position. Now, in your tabletop, there's a little separation in the knees here. So about maybe 2 fist distance or so. The feet are separated as well, resting on the tops of the feet. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, maybe a little bit wider here to keep the chest open and those shoulders down and back. Now, let's not arch the back here. Keep that belly engaged, nice and strong. You're reaching that crown of the head forward. Nice, strong tabletop. Now, the biggest complaint I get here is that we put the wrists start to hurt, right? So make sure you're not too far forward, putting all that pressure in those wrists. You should be evenly distributing the weight between those 4 table legs, if you will. So pushing through those fingertips and pushing through the tops of the feet to alleviate pressure in the knees. Let's come into a couple of cow cats here. Inhale, scoop the head and tailbone up. Allow the belly to fall. Exhale, coming into a cat back, rounding out the spine, reaching the belly button towards the ceiling, tucking the chin and tailbone under. 2 more times at your own pace. Inhaling up, and then exhale out the mouth. Cat back. 1 more time, inhaling up, and exhale, cat back. Beautiful job. Let's bring those toes together, knees apart. Let's come into a wide-legged child's pose. Sending those hips back towards the heels, nice and easy. Again, fingertips are still spread nice and wide. Imagine those palms are like suction cups to the mat, okay? Now, I want you to be able to rest the forehead on the mat here. If you're not able to comfortably, you can use a rolled up towel, or if you have yoga blocks, you can use a yoga block here. Rest, couple of deep breaths here. Maybe you rock that forehead side to side. Give your forehead a nice little massage this morning. All right. Nice and gently, when you're ready, come on back up into that tabletop position, okay? Adjust those table legs, make sure you have that space. Push, you're actively pushing that mat away here. Coming into our bird dogs this morning, okay? All right, so from here, pushing the mat away nice and strong, keep that belly engaged. Inhale, take that right arm up like you're gonna shake somebody's hand. Then you're gonna take that left leg back nice and long. So as soon as you lift that leg, that left glute should activate to keep that leg lifted. Now you're lengthening that leg, pointing that toe, lengthening that arm, reaching. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Let's go for 6 more. Come on. 5, 4, So the arm will go out to the side and the leg, like you're drawing a half of an X with that arm and leg. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, open, exhale, center. Inhale, open, exhale, center. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Gently bring it down into that tabletop. Make sure you have that space between those knees. Inhale, coming into your cow posture. And then exhale, cat back. Beautiful job. All right, my friends, we got the other side, okay? All right, check that tabletop. Push the floor away. Inhale, left arm lifts, lengthens, reaching away from you. Eye gaze stays down towards the mat. Lift that right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Inhale, lengthen. Open up into that half of an X. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back. Don't let that belly fall. Don't let that back arch. Keep that belly in. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Bring it back down into that tabletop. Give me 1 cow cat. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, cat back. Beautiful job. Toes together, knees apart, wide-legged child's pose. Send those hips back. Beautiful job. Check in. How are you doing? Nice deep breaths. Feel free to sip your water here if you need to. We are officially halfway. We're past that halfway point. Nice deep breaths. Maybe you shimmy those hips a little bit side to side, just settling into your child's pose. Let's do a little active recovery here, a little stretch. Let's take those arms over to the right side of the mat. The hands can either touch or stack, your call. Rest the head comfortably on the mat here. Getting a little side body opener, gently pressing those hips slightly back, the left hip back. Nice deep breaths. 1 more deep breath. And gently come back to center. Inhale at the center. And then exhale over to the left. Pressing into those fingertips. Pressing that right hip slightly back. Make sure you rest the head comfortably. Beautiful job. Nice and gently come back to center. A couple of breaths here. Shimmy it out. Do what feels good here. Maybe open up the chest a little bit more. You can widen those hands a little bit if you choose. And you can also bring that chin towards the mat instead of the forehead for a deeper chest opener. Especially if in the morning your chest feels a little bit tight. Might be a nice little opener for you. All right, my friends, 1 more deep breath. And nice and gently come on up into that tabletop. Now remember, if it's a bit too much to be on the knees and you're noticing the knees are kind of uncomfortable, you can always roll up the mat or use an extra cushioning or towel underneath the knees if you need to, okay? We got a little bit more exercises in the tabletop position, so get comfortable with those knees if you need to, okay? All right, when you're ready, we're gonna come into some glute work here, okay? Left leg first, we're gonna flex those toes, and we're gonna go full range to kick to the ceiling, and then bring that knee all the way back down. Exhale on the kick up to the ceiling. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Now, be careful when we bring that leg up. Sometimes we arch the back. Let's not do that. Let's keep that belly engaged. Engage that glute. Now, you're still flexing the foot. Let's hit that ceiling. Little pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Double check, too, that we're not dumping all that weight forward. Make sure we're even through those 3 remaining table legs, okay? All right, my friend, full range again. Last time. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up, little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Bring it in. Come into your child's pose. Now you can have knees apart or knees together. Your choice, just for a moment. Maybe 2 breaths or so. And when you're ready, come back up. And we got that glute press on the other side, okay? All right, nice and even in those Table legs, nice and strong. Flex that right foot. Full range first. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You got it. 3, 2. Hold it up for pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Little pulses. Last time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Bring it in. Child's pose. Nice deep breaths. Couple of breaths. Beautiful job. One more deep breath. Or when you're ready, come on up. We're coming back onto our back side. So take your time. Sip that water if you need it. Coming onto our back side again. Flip those legs around out in front. Coming back down to our back side. We are going to get into some more core work, okay? Give those knees a little rest. You can massage them out if you need to. All right, so with control, of course, right? With control, let's lay it down. Bend those knees if you need to. Inhale. Exhale, lay it on down. Beautiful job. All the way down. Take those arms up overhead. And then exhale, just bring those hands down to your sides and then bring those feet to the mat. Let's come into a couple more bridges here, okay? All right, so those feet are separated about 2 fist distance. Remember, heels are close to the booty. Arms down at your sides, nice long spine. Inhale, exhale, peel it up. Push, push, push. Clasp those hands underneath if you choose. Another progression in your bridge, if you so choose, you can come to the tippy toes, but make sure we don't lose the integrity of the bridge. Still pressing those hips up to the ceiling. Breathe, squeeze. Breathe and squeeze. You got this. One more deep breath. And then nice and gently release the heels down, unclasp those hands, and lower it down. Beautiful job. All right, so coming into single straight leg stretch. So we're gonna bring those knees in. We're gonna extend that right leg nice and tall to the ceiling, left leg nice and tall also, but we're gonna take it long along the mat. Now in this position, we are in Pilates C curve. Now granted, if you have any neck issues or at any time, you can always lay the head down. Now I want you to grab for the leg above you. I want you to grab for that calf or the thigh if you have to. Never the knee, because we don't want to add extra pressure to the knee, okay? All right, pointed toes if you can, belly in. Now, the leg that's out nice and long, you're squeezing that glute, okay? As we switch, think about that glute and think about that belly being engaged, okay? Here we go. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful job. Rest the head, bring the knees in, hug it out. We're going to do that one more time, and this time we'll start with the left leg up. Feel free to rock side to side and listen to your body. If you need to take longer breaks, that's fine. You just jump right back in when you're ready. All right, my friends, come on up. Left leg up this time towards the sky. Right leg nice and long along the mat. Head up, C curve. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Bring those knees in. Rest the head. Make sure that neck is nice and long, shoulders relaxed. Feel free to rock side to side. All right, coming into our double straight leg stretch. So both legs go up to the ceiling. Now, you're actively squeezing those legs together. You can have the toes pointed in that Pilates stance or first position into like a V stance, or you can have the feet flexed. Your choice, okay? Come on up into a C curve, but this time we're gonna have the hands behind the head for some support, okay? All right, so squeeze those legs together. Legs are as straight as you can. Now they might not be perfectly straight, and that's okay. The focus is on the belly. Keep the belly engaged, pressing that lower back into the mat, okay? All right, you only lower as low as you can with control. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, feet, or excuse me, rest the head, and then bring those knees into that chest. So the biggest thing with that double leg stretch is the legs are longer, right? So it's a little bit harder because the lever is longer. Now, if we were to lower down, all the way down, and we let the belly go, the lower back will arch up off the mat, and then we know that the core is not engaged and that lower back is in danger. So when you come down, you want to make sure that that lower back is pressed into the mat, belly is engaged, okay? A couple of breaths here. Feel free to rock it out. Good job. We're on the last leg. We're on the last leg. We're almost done, almost done. Coming into Pilates crisscrosses, aka they're similar to bicycles, but we're going to take them nice and slow and really enjoy the ride. Pun intended. All right, come on up. C-curve. Now, we're going to go ahead and take the knees above the hips. And I want them to remain there except for when we extend. So when you bring that knee back, I don't want it to come forward like we did earlier. I want you to keep the lever long here if you can. Belly engaged, hands behind the head. Now, in your C-curve, here we go. Ready? Nice, slow and controlled. Inhale, extend the right leg. And you're going to take that right elbow up to the sky towards the knee. But what I don't want is I don't want you to crunch in really tight. I want you to think about lifting the underarm towards the knee. Okay? Exhale, come back. Okay, here we go. Inhale, left leg, left side torso twist. Okay, here we go. Inhale, exhale. Alternating sides. Remember to try to keep that knee above the hip if you can. Inhale, exhale back to center. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Bring the head down to the mat. Hug it out. Let's go ahead and release those feet to the mat, actually. Take those feet out nice and wide, approximately as wide as the mat. And a nice, easy hammock sway side to side. Beautiful job. Last couple minutes here, I'm just going to stretch us out a little bit. Great job today. We worked on that lower back, the glutes, and the core. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now you're ready for the day. Kicked your week off. Thanks for being here with me. All right, let's go ahead and hold that hammock sway to the right. Kind of just settle in here. Come back to your breath, nice deep breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Option to take this stretch a little bit deeper. You can take that right ankle on top of the left thigh. Just an option here. If it's too much, you just bring that foot right back down. Good. One more deep breath. And gently uncross if you cross that ankle. Hammock sway a couple of times side to side. And then let's hold that hammock sway to the left and settle in. Option to take that left ankle on top of the right thigh. Nice deep breaths. One more deep breath. And nice and gently uncross, hammock sway a couple of times. And then let's bring those knees back into that chest for one more hug. I want to put us through the figure 4 stretch before I let you go. So let's bring those feet back down to the mat into that pre-bridge stance, if you will. Arms down at your sides. Let's take that right leg up and cross that right ankle over the left. So you created this figure 4 shape with the legs. So now I want you to reach through that hole and grab that left thigh and bring that left knee towards the chest. Now if you notice, when you grab that thigh, that the shoulders kind of tense up and the neck really tenses up, well, I want you to lay that head down, really rest those shoulders, and relax the neck here. Now, if you can't seem to do that while holding on to the thigh, you can use a strap or a towel around that thigh and pull it in, okay? Nice deep breaths. You can shimmy a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Find where that stretch feels best. Take that left leg up to the sky if you'd like for a little hamstring opener. Couple of rotations. And then nice and gently release. Beautiful job. Uncross. Hammock sway maybe a couple of times. And then we'll go into that figure 4 stretch on the other side. Left leg up. Cross that ankle over. And bring that right thigh, that right knee towards the chest. Shimmy a couple inches to the right, a couple inches to the left. Find where you feel that stretch the best. Option to take that right leg up to the sky, and a couple ankle rotations if you'd like. Beautiful job. One more deep breath. Nice and gently release. Uncross that leg, hammock sway a couple of times. And let's take those legs out nice and long. Take those arms up overhead for that big, good morning stretch. Lengthen. Allow that lower back to arch up off the mat, really lengthening the core and the abdomen. And then gently bring those arms to the floor, down by your sides. Bring those feet back to the mat. And then gently roll to one side. And then press yourself up. Take your time here. Coming up into a simple seated position, nice and tall. Beautiful job, my friends. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, hands together and down through to heart space, sealing our Pilates practice together today. Round of applause to you. You did it. Woohoo! Excuse me, great job. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you soon.